Okay, happy people. All right, let me unfold the mystery that I promised I'm about to unfold. What made Igbo man to lose the war? That's what I've come to unfold. Do you know what? Igbo man does not know how powerful he is. In short, the name Igbo is wisdom to every Nigerian citizen that is not from that extract, Igbo. Go anywhere and say Igbo. Not only in Nigeria. Go to China, say Igbo. Go to Turkey, say Igbo. Go to India, say Igbo. Okay, I'm going far. Let's go to South Africa. Just mention the name Igbo. Go to Togo. Go to Cameroon. In short, Kenya and Ghana are afraid. You understand what I'm doing? I want you to imagine what I'm talking about. I want you to imagine the imagination. They are what? Not afraid. Afraid. They are not afraid. They are afraid of the Igbo. The name Igbo is the beginning of wisdom. These people, Igbo race. At the time, statistics carried it that the wisest black race in the world and the richest black race in the world. Yet they don't even know how powerful they are. Do you know why they lost the war? Ago. A big bamio, Yoruba will say what? A big bamio, hunger. Ago. No ba abunchi. Ba abunchi, no food. During that war, they discovered that they cannot subjugate the Igbo. They discovered none go after they produce their own weapon of mass destruction they use in fighting Biafra war. Who supplied them war? Ammunitions. Can you name me a country that supplied them ammunition? Okay, there is a country that supplied them ammunition. How many ammunition were they supplied with? They literally built their own ammunition to resist Nigerian military and other people that follow Nigeria to fight them. Go and make your inquiry, go and verify. That was when they realized that this man, this Igbo of a person is too strong. They saw that the Igbo is the less you look, the more you see, and the more you see, the less you look. They decided to shrink the food. They decided to block food. Any border that food will enter into Igbo land should be cut off. No supplies of food. How are you going to fight a war when there is no food on the table for your children, for your wife, for your household, even for you who are in the forefront? How are you going to survive? Oh boy. I remember my grandma's story, how she took care of people who suffered from kwashiorkor in the war front. They cut the border for supplies, medicine, and food. That was when Igbo man started falling. And one Igbo boy from America, one journalist, young boy, young man, because UN decided not to respond and decided to make a broadcast and take his life. I forgot the name of that guy. I will remember the name. And took his life. That was when the UN, everybody came to stop the war. Food, hunger, no food. That was what killed the Igbo. That was what brought Igbo man to his nail. Do you know that this man called Igbo has not learned his lesson? If you count 10,000 or 1,000 or 100 Igbo rich men, billionaires, you cannot talk of out of them 2% that has farm that will produce food in Igbo land that will cause food to be cheap. When you go to the north, you will eat meat and tire. You will eat food and tire. Food is just cheap as anything. But when you come to the east, to the Igbo land, you can't buy food. Very expensive. Because Igbo man has forgotten what made him to lose the war. They can't get into the production of food and secure the food bags. They can't. They forgot what happened in COVID. That during the COVID, every business was shut down. They're into hotels, they're into real estate, big houses, car dealers, supplies, everything, the importation and exportation. But they forgot it was food that killed their children, that maimed their children, that died their children, that subjugated them. No food. None of them are talking about getting involved into food production. All the billionaires, they claim to be the Jews. Look at the Jews. When the Jews had their nation in 1948, they didn't go to Iran to develop Iran, or to Iraq to develop Iraq, or to Lebanon to develop Lebanon, or to Saudi Arabia to grow business there. They stayed in their nation and grew the nation of Israel. They are not interested whether you're a Christian, or you're a Muslim, or you're a Judah, or whatever you worship, or a Buddha. All they know is that they are Jews. Charity begins at home. They decided to develop the land Israel. So, Igbo, that's why I say you are void of intelligence. Lesson learned. After the Biafra, we didn't learn anything that where the charity should start is from Igbo land. Look at when you talk of agriculture, Israel has the first class. They call it Alpha seed in the line of agriculture. When you talk about them first, you can talk about Kenya and other nations. It's in Israel you get the first brand, Alpha first class seed in plantation and agriculture. Igbo, who did this thing? Who do now? After the war, Una went to develop Yoruba land, Lagos. Una went to develop Kaduna. Una went to develop South Africa. Una went to develop China. Una went to develop America. Una went to develop Britain. What did do now? And you are claiming to be black Jew. Do you see what I'm talking about? You don't know what you are. The earlier you realize this, all these bourgeois that rise in the higher echelon and come to the basics and do the needful, I'm telling you, what will be what will before, what will come ahead. Because Papa ain't actually the Papa to go. And all ya wachi Papa and Chapalacha Mana Papa in a little logo no seriously oge kwechiri and all ye tina na gina Papa is name Piau Punana Piasa. The earlier you retrieve and do the needful, the better for all the Igbos. I rest my case. Food for thought. Put your comment. If I'm talking truth, I'm yanning okpaka. Thank you.